Hello, this is Smarter Prepping with Uncle Mark, and I'm Uncle Mark. All right, I'm here in Wichita, Kansas, and sooner or later in the fall season, it gets cold enough to use your heater. My heater, my natural gas furnace, you might call it, it puts out the heat at that grate you see above the mirror. See the grate above the mirror? Mirror, you see the reflection of me in my camera? That grate above the mirror, that's where the heat comes out. This is a vintage 1947 natural gas furnace, so it does not have a, a fan inside of it. It does not blow the air out. Okay? The heat just goes up in that area. It gets hot in that area. The heat kind of drifts out into the room, and because it's a pretty big old furnace, it's a very small apartment, it gets hot fast, warm enough, fast enough. I think it's still warm from when I notice I've used that heater once so far this season. This is now September, right? And so the first time this season, I used it. It was this morning, say around 8 o'clock in the morning. It was around 8 o'clock in the morning. The sun comes up between 7 and 8 this time of year, whatever. And the deal is, I've known this for a long time, the coldest part of the day, the coldest temperature is when the sun's coming up. When the sun is coming up, that's the coldest part of the day. You have your coldest temperature of the day. In fact, after the sun has been up for a few minutes, because see, as the night goes on, it gradually gets colder and colder and colder and colder, and it keeps getting colder after the sun comes up, because the sun hasn't been up long enough to make it any warmer until it's been up for, say, an hour or so. So the first hour after the sun comes up, it's still gradually getting colder and colder and colder. So this morning around 8 o'clock or thereabouts, I can't remember, it could have been closer to 7, could have been closer to 9, but sometime around then, it was cold. And see, this apartment, it has single pane windows, so it just gets cold, And so I turned that thermostat up to 75, and it kicked right in. Whoosh! So that was what I was doing. Right now, it feels stuffy and sticky in here. I think the heat from that furnace, from when it came on that one time, and stayed on for probably less than an hour, but it warmed this apartment up so well, I think that heat is lingering still. And it's now getting to be 6:30 p.m. I think the heat from that is still hanging in here. Pretty funny. But anyway, I'll just leave the thermostat sitting at 75, because our low, once again, is supposed to be something like 55 or some darn thing. And so as it gradually creeps down cooler and cooler and cooler while I'm laying in my nice cozy bed, if it kicks in, it will kick in. It'll be all right. Okay? And then that's where we are. But I just thought I'd show you that. Just kind of a thing, So I'm going to call it good here. I'm going to say, later, Tater.